So, how's everyone? How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good, yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Tuesday.
I'm running it. Just for people at home, I'm leading this. I'm leading this episode. This is my time to shine.
That's
I'm
where it's all going
producing
wrong.
it. I'm
That's where it's
hosting it.
going.
This is why it's so smooth. And any editing mistakes are the other people. I'm just in charge here. So yeah, it's good to having a good week.
So far, so good.
Are you a dad yet, Mauricio? Are you a dad yet?
No, but we actually have, it could be any second now. Like, I have to have my phone, I cannot have it in silence. And we have, actually a chart. We're making a bet. Me, Manuela, and Nadia, each of us are saying 3 dates. And whoever wins gets a prize. We haven't decided what yet, but any moment now. Any moment now.
I feel like you have the least control over that, though, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I have the least control. Just like in this podcast, it's like
I think Manuela has the most chance of winning this. She's like,
Yeah.
I bet today. It's coming today. I don't care.
I mean, depending on the price, she can hold it in, So this is there's a conflict of interest, I guess. I just want my daughter to be a Sagittarius, man. That's the whole thing. I'm not a big believer in the horoscope, but I know Sagittarius rules, so that's the thing.
I agree with you.
Right?
Is Sagittarius now, or is it got?
Yeah, it's
now. Or is it gonna hold on?
Now until the 21, and the baby is due the 22 officially. So it's just so yeah, that's the whole thing.
So you keep making a jump. You keep going up behind her.
Oh yeah. They say that helps, right? Yeah. That's true. They said that help.
Yeah, amongst other things, you can do other things as well to help.
So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but we have the little cradle.
What are the other things, Chris? What are the other things?
Sex will help. Yeah, sex.
Anything that creates oxytocin. So yeah, sex. I rather boo her, because sex is kind of like you're gonna poke the balloon, It's very. But yeah, we're doing okay. I don't know if we should
talk the balloon. Is that the technical? Is that the technical expression?
Well, have you ever?
Is that what the doctor said?
Guess,
he poked. You poked the balloon.
I guess you have, but having sex with a 9-month very pregnant woman is it's a good metaphor. I'm not saying I have a needle dick, but yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Anyway, yes. Let's get back control. Okay. So, and the Colman, what have you been up to? You've been...
Me and my missus, we're going to Barcelona on the 29th, actually, I'll be in Barcelona for a good couple of months. So it's just kind of getting ready and preparing for that, I think, is the main thing. And then that's the main thing that's going on. Then there's just sort of like projects outside of this one. There's one thing that I've been trying to fucking finish, and I want to get it done by the end of December, or at least a big chunk of it done if I can, because I want to hit like January kind of with the ground running. But that's all. Yeah. But all good. How are you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, finished it. I did that. The play's done. My acting career is done now. That's it.
I heard you did a little trick in the last play.
Yeah, everyone says you're supposed to. Last night you're supposed to try and put each other off a bit. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I changed the.
So what?
I changed my last line in the play. Well, my last line in the play should be, "Well, a terrible thing to happen to a man who's been kissed by the Pope," and I just changed "kissed" to "shagged."
Did it get a laugh from the cast?
Well, yeah, because it says I'm walking off. I don't have to go back on stage. I thought I'll do sort of a mic drop of putting them off, and I've already gone. So, and it's only the last 2 minutes of the play. So yeah, I think something broke. But, yeah,
the rest of the cast was very happy, from what I've heard, that you ruined the dramatic scene. No, I'm kidding.
It was fun. I think I'm still going. I think comedy is still my main. I think stand-up is still my main thing. Someone said I had range. Someone afterwards said, "You had range." I was like, my God, no one's ever told me I had range in anything.
I wonder, who said this to you?
An audience member, someone I didn't even know, just came up to me and said,
but they didn't say you have good range. They just said you have range.
Well,
There is
all
range.
is good, no?
There's range there.
There's range. There's some kind
There
of
was,
range.
look,
Okay.
you did something.
You actors, yeah, I don't know. For me, range is always going to be good. You can't have bad range. Really.
I don't know.
I
I've
didn't-
met a few actors who have terrible range.
I didn't thought it was possible to have bad range, but then I saw your playlist. And,
The more
I
we
thought
say range,
just
the more
meant.
the more
I thought it just
absurd
meant
it
I'd
sounds.
change my voice slightly. That's all I thought range was.
maybe he meant when he or she said range, they meant you're definitely inside a spectrum. You know, it's a different way of saying spectrum.
But this is range now. This look. Hey, that's range, no? Is that the idea of range? That's for me is what range is.
I think the actual idea of range is more like the types of characters you could play varies from like Daniel Day-Lewis
No, he has
plays
range.
what?
No,
he
he
has
has range. Yeah.
You know, Steve Coogan has range. Like they could play a whole spectrum of kind of types of characters. Even though now that I said Daniel Day-Lewis's characters are all really, really intense.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, okay. I don't have range, and okay.
no, Chris, you've range.
You're not Daniel Day-Lewis, Chris. Let's just leave it at that.
I've got 2 left feet. If that's a that's an intelligent joke for people. Anyway,
My left foot.
Speaking about that, I mentioned this to you, Chris, but there's a movie I discovered made in 1999, like late, with Pierce Brosnan acting as an Indian, like an American Indian.
An American Indian.
Like a, how do you call it
Holy
in
shit.
English?
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
you're right.
1999, you know, it wasn't like the 80s, and he's like, what the fuck? We should joke about this at some point. Maybe we should do an episode about it.
Have you seen? There's a film where Gary Oldman plays a small person, and he plays Matthew McConaughey's younger brother, and he's playing a small person. It got made in like the 90s as well, because Gary Oldman got asked about it. He's like, it was the 90s. He goes, you couldn't make that film today, but he goes, yeah, I needed the work, and
I mean, he probably nailed it. You know, he's amazing.
yeah.
We should do an episode about this crazy typecast stuff.
I'm so glad Colman introduced that topic of someone playing a small person, because I don't think either of us would have said small person.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
that's true.
what would you say? Dwarf?
Something probably worse.
What's
At least English is not my first language. I don't know what your excuse is, Chris. You're just mean.
I just said vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged. Was it a midget? They hate midget, isn't that?
Yeah.
Have you heard the John Mulaney joke, where he was writing for? I think it was one of his earlier specials, and he's writing for something, and he was like, he made a midget joke, and he said the word midget, and a producer came in and he goes, you know, that's as bad as the N-word. And John Mulaney, his delivery goes, you know, if you're debating which 2 words are worse and you're not even going to say one of the words,
yeah.
that's the worst word. You know? It was a great little bit. But anyway, yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So shall we get into it? Yeah, let's do.
Yeah.
Or should we do do you want to do the introduction for the listeners?
I'll do an
of,
introduction. I'll do, yes. Hello, listeners, and watchers, and everybody else. Okay. Welcome to, what's it called? What's the name of the show? Okay, welcome to Building an Hour with Chris Groves, Maurizio Lombardi, Coleman Hayes. Okay, a podcast where we build comedy in front of your eyes. Okay, exciting. Live comedy being created in front of you. This is one of the public episodes, to not use the word free. This is one of the public episodes where we're using current affairs, news events and things like that to create sort of jokes and bits that we're going to then perform on stage. If you want to see us work on our own material, then you've got to pay for that. But we'll tell you about that later. So this one, we're going to review this first episode. Well, this episode now that you're watching, we're going to review something we did discuss last time. Okay, so last week or a couple of weeks ago, we talked about some different news items, and now we're going to watch videos and discuss how the performances went. Did they work? Why didn't they work? Okay, that's a spoiler.
Did they work? Why didn't they work?
And that's it. That's what you're going to watch for the next half an hour or so. You're going to see us review it, talk about what happened, and hopefully create new comedy from this. Okay, this is what the show's all about. So let's crack in. Yeah, we ready to do this?
Yes. Woo.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do it.
Coleman looks very lost. He's like, that's the longest explanation of a show.
Yeah, love.
Which
There's no
just
mention of
involves-
Patreon. No mention of Patreon either. And you'll have to pay for those somewhere. Somewhere on this planet, those exist.
Please, Colman, take it home. Take it home.
no.
And that was going to be for
Patreon.
the outro. I was saving the out for the outro.
Oh, right,
That's why
okay,
I was
okay,
saying
you're
that.
saving-
Description on the link. Description on the link.
yeah.
These are the cheap people. These are the free people. Anyway, so let's. Okay, so I'll share a video of Coleman. So I'm going to look for Coleman's video. We'll put up
Okay.
Coleman's video where he performed.
So, and let me give a little bit of. Which I just so there's on Wednesday in Dublin. There's a comedy club called Stitches. So I was asked to perform. I actually didn't know it was a new material night till I got there. So when I got there, they're like, "Oh, this is actually new material night." So I brought my. You'll see this in it. I brought. Because we'd done the taxi stuff. I was like, well, fuck it, let me do the taxi stuff then, because here's the perfect opportunity. There's a really nice crowd here. But I brought my book on stage. So I was trying to read from the book. You're going to see this in there. But then not be reading from it. Like, look at it for the next idea and then try and come back to the audience without breaking that. Do you know it? Excuse me. Do you know if you look too... Yeah. So, but anyway, it's in Stitches Comedy Club, ran by Craig Moran and E-Man. I don't know. But it's like 7 days a week downstairs. I don't know why but it's good. I suppose good to give them a shout out downstairs in.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Also, because maybe if they watch this, they might give me more fucking spots. So actually, let's totally give everyone a fucking shout out. Downstairs, Pater Carney's Pub. It's a really nice comedy club. Anyway, that's
Stitches Comedy Club.
Stitches. What is it?
We all love
Stitches.
Stitches Comedy Club.
Oh, yeah, we all love Stitches Comedy Club. Yeah, but I think that's all the setup. I was second on. Oh yeah, maybe that's yeah. I was second on in the night, and the first performer, the first comedian, who's hilarious actually. But I think the audience was a little
Cold.
a little cold. No, I actually had a lot of fun up there, but actually, you know what? I don't know. They were. Do you know what? Actually, you know what? I think his interpretation was a little cold. I think maybe he kind of warmed them up for me because I think I had a bit of fun. But I did know as he was on, a group of 6 Liverpudlian. They were there in Ireland for a funeral, but they came in hammered, and the lady kept talking. Like this is just at the front desk before they went in, and the gig had already started. So she's just talking at the showrunner, like the guy at the. And I do think I remember when they went in, me, the showrunner, and another comedian all looked at each other. They were like, "Oh God, are these people gonna fucking? Are they just gonna fucking
Ruin the
destroy
show."
the gig?"
Yeah.
So when I went on stage, I was like, I saw how the audience were with the first comic. I was like, hey, they're a little like kind of getting warmed up, but not quite warmed up. But I do think they were warmed up for me. And 2, they had just come in, so I was a little bit like, okay, we'll see how we get on. And I don't know if any of that shit matters, but that was sort of all the preamble up to the gig. But actually, I thought it went reasonably
Let's see
fun.
how-
Well, I think this is really relevant. I think, and listeners are going to realise
None of that
how
stuff.
important it is.
Yeah. None of that stuff
how
comes into
important it
it.
is for comedians to carefully set up all the excuses they're going to need during the thing.
Also,
I had some bad sandwich and the lights went off in my house and then the heat, like. No, I think it is important to know the order. If there's some heckles, I think let's see how the Liverpoolians behave. But I think.
sorry, go on.
No, depending on the end result, this could be relevant information. Maybe not. Let's see.
Maybe not.
What was the bride's name? What was that?
Okay, Chris,
Okay,
go
so
to
let's see.
video.
I'm going to share.
Okay, let's
see.
do it.
I
Yes.
don't know if you're aware, but
Yeah.
there was like a taxi protest in Ireland in like last week. Did you see this? Yes. So it was weird. So what the taxi drivers, Uber are coming into the Dublin market, and what Uber are doing is like, we're going to say it costs €18, and if it actually costs 15, you pay 15. If we say it costs 18 and it actually costs 20, we're going to charge you 18. I.e., like fixed price before you hop into the taxi. And the taxi drivers were furious. They absolutely fucking hated this. And I just think, and what they were going to do for it, they were going to do a slow protest causing traffic in Dublin. What they don't realise is we've been in that protest for 20 years. I was like, how is anyone going to fucking know Yeah, that you're on protest. Thank you for helping me out. But I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous. Also, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but I'm like, bring in the fucking robot cars. Burn that industry to the fucking ground. Fucking hate taxi drivers. Specifically because of one taxi driver who pissed me off in one trip, and now I hate everyone that he represents. It's kind of like how racism starts. I was like, I don't like you, so I don't like any of you. But I also think it's weird that like they'll do a slow down protest. If anything, they should really speed up. They're like, no, the protest is this. I'm going to drive you at 100 miles an hour. And you have to pay me more to slow down. See what I mean? It's fucking insane. Also, the only person people, like, you're only harming yourself. Because like, if someone's going to hop into the cab, they're like, slow protest, but the meter's on. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, it's going to take 8. I mean, you just hop out, you're just ruining your own fucking shit. That's not really a punchline on that one. But I was, oh yeah, they were saying that they're going to lose 30% of their income. I'm like, is that how much you're ripping people off? Okay. But I would love, I mean, by the way, it's kind of ridiculous that this is the only industry where the more you're inconvenienced, the more you get charged. Do you mean if you were at the supermarket and there's a longer queue, oh, the price is going up, oh shit. I mean, or we had to scan twice actually, so that's double. You know, fucking, yeah. Also, oh yeah, what else do I want to say? Fixed price and that's
Yeah, it's weird because, you know, when we talked about it here, it was so calm on some level, the exploration of the idea. But you know, when you're up there, I was like, I don't want to lose. So I'm jumping and I'm, you know, so there's certain moments I was like, there's certain moments when I watch it back, I was like, I know where I was trying to get to, but the thought dropped out. So I was like, like I didn't know what the next step was. But it was fun. I think it was fun.
Each idea you finished seemed to work. So, I mean, I think that what didn't work were ideas that you finished. I mean, you didn't finish the idea, you didn't get a laugh, but yeah.
I do think like, when we talked about this, we all know the details, and I love the 30%, you know, like this is how much you're ripping us off. But you explained it better. It was like, there were more examples to it. I think like that joke can go places, but you just saw it too quickly.
Yeah.
Two of them already didn't land it, so you just moved on, you know, like the premise is good, I think, but was too quick. I will call it a math joke, you know, it's like 30% of so you're making them do math, they're gonna get distracted. But the speed one, they love that one. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes, that's what I'm looking at. So drivers say they're losing 30% of their income.
That's how
welcome to the club. I had welcome to the club. It's
I feel like a couple more lines would have sold it perfectly. You know, the way you said it was like cut short.
Yeah. Also, the attitude had dropped. I think that the attitude you started with, the way I hate them, I hate because of this one taxi driver. You kind of lost that. You were losing that attitude by then a bit. So that kind of like that 30% you're robbing us wasn't said with the same passion, I don't think.
When I was talking to Yi, I was actually really fucking annoyed about that taxi driver, and there was something about you're so right. Yeah.
And that was there at the beginning of that video, it's there more. But by the time you get to that 30%, I think it tailed off a bit. That sounded more to me like a statement.
Yeah, like at the beginning, we get to see the Colman that hates cab drivers because of this one experience. Yeah. But in the middle way and the end, you're just some guy talking about cabs, you know, instead of having this. So
maybe for me that could have gone at the beginning. Maybe it could have been that 30% could have been right there at the beginning when you were in that zone of I'm fed up. It's this one taxi driver. It's because they're taking 30%. Is that what you're fucking taking from us? You know.
So for me, the 30% thing could work. But if you say like 30%, we're gonna lose 30%. Oh, is that how much you're robbing from
ripping
us?
People,
ripping people off. So for me, it should be something like they are losing 30%. That means that with the rate they're charging us now, it's like something I don't know. Something lower,
I know, but I got you.
Extra step, you know.
And on some level, hold on. That means what? I'm just making a note of what they're charging us now. But I hear what you're saying, because on some level, I could start off the set explaining the situation and slowly have my irritation build up over the course of the set. So by the end, I'm frothing and I'm like, burn it to the fucking ground. Like, while I opened with that, I'm like, bring in the robot taxis. It's like, it was. I said it, but it's weird. Yeah. You watch it back, you're like, it's just a line as opposed to he feels that.
But at the same time, like doing this, I agree with that. Doing these episodes, you know, like coming with a news and do it the next week. Yeah, I think as Chris was saying, this is your first time doing that, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking about the lines, you're thinking about the ideas. You don't get to internalize the whole thing yet. I think this is the normal part of the process. This is why I think I agree with Chris that we should see another version of the taxi like in a month from now. You know.
Yeah. No, you're right. No, you're both right. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Because exactly. It's not like within 5 days you can get it up to that point, or ideally you could. But if I was doing it again, that should be the main note. The main note is like build the irritation slowly. Because at the minute I just took all the notes and wrote them all down. I didn't actually line them up in how I would deliver it. I was just like, here's all the different things I want to talk about. While ironically, when we were talking about it last time, it kind of did get laid out that way of like joke to anger to furious that this one fucking guy, he was a real cunt. Like, you know, like it was. Yeah.
The racism. I love the racism. This is how racism starts. I think again there. I think there's something there we could say about, you know, you could say this is how racism starts in a taxi ride in take it back to kind of like a more specific sound. So yeah, this is how racism starts in a taxi drive back home after the pub on a Wednesday night or something. Make it very specific.
If you're gonna go back to the specific, this is how racism starts with some taxi driver called Liam in a street and the name of the town. You know, like very very specific, and also with attitude. You know.
Oh, this is how. Oh, you mean like something? Correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying this. This is how that's how racism starts. You know, the taxi driver called fucking Liam McCullough, based in fucking Cork on a Friday at 2:00. Like it's almost like very specifically.
Racism is a universal, you know. It's like, no, this is Colman started racism, you know. Like.
Yeah, that cunt. Yeah.
Me and Hitler shared a taxi or something.
Yeah. It's weird because when I watch it back, and there was a bits that worked. Like there was, I think that I don't know. I think was that your idea, Marie? I can't remember actually whose idea it was. The one of like no. Drive at 100 miles an hour, pay me to slow down. I was like that
the fast one, that worked. It worked.
That was such a fun idea. Yeah.
If I was me, I would have put some acting in there. You know, like, why slow? Like maybe like, oh, please no, stop. You know, like putting yourself back. Like if you're like, oh please no, stop. I'll give you anything. But yeah, I think that worked.
Yeah. That's how they should. And then also there was the one. The waiting more for the more you're inconvenienced as well. That went down really well. Like, that was really fun. I think that was your one. Yeah. Well, I mean, not that.
I think those are the ones. Yeah, those are two bits that kind of. But also, the two bits that you had were they were tighter. I mean, I think they worked better because I think they're good ideas, but they're also clearly a finished idea there more.
While the other one is based on my emotion. Like the other one gets funnier based via my emotion. If my emotion isn't there on some level, we're lacking that hilarity.
Yeah, the attitude. You gotta sell the bit. And then there was something else.
It was fun to watch. It's weird how like they were such a fun audience because I feel like you could see, I do like when I do new stuff on stage because I feel like I'm quite light because like you could see me as like, no, I'm okay. And like that got a laugh like me. Like I'm like, oh, you didn't like, okay.
It's fun, but it's frustrating. You'll see with my video as well that when you're doing new material, the biggest laughs come from when something doesn't work. You kind of acknowledge it's a bit depressing, but you know, it's also good. I guess.
Crossing the thing of the book of the notebook always get a laugh.
Actually, I'll talk to that on the private material and stuff.
So, but I'm very curious, like what happened to these people from Liverpool? Were they on the front to the right?
So there's no story there because they behaved very well when they sat down, and actually the gig went really, really well. So I don't know why I needed to give that context. Everyone was lovely. I don't know why,
It's context. Context is important. Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case that they weren't all Irish in the audience, that's the main thing.
Maybe you know what it is.
If you had an English accent laughing there, now we know why.
I don't know. This could work with a bunch of things, but maybe you can consider like this is just out of nowhere, but asking people, doing some crowd work. So, hey, did you come here on a cab? Do you have your car? You came cab or Uber? What are you? You think?
Yeah.
No. I will always take a cab. Oh, you think you're so better than us? You taxi people. Like you can split the room a little bit and then talk about what you hate, because I guess people will be splitted, right?
Yeah, and it's a nice way. You could even ask like, how do people feel about that? Are you on the cab side or Uber side? Like, what's the story? Yeah.
Because what makes this funny is that you're over the top angry at cab drivers. Some people may have opinions, but you're gonna sell it like you hate it. So if you get some honest, innocent guy to say, no, I like cabs, you can and sell it more with the audience, I guess.
Yeah. I think they're all a bunch of whatever. Yeah, there's lots of fun ideas in that. It's weird. I think that could totally turn into like a 2-minute or 90-second or 2-minute bit if I kept working on it. Like, there's some fun. Fuck it, I'll keep working on it because I don't feel like I nailed it. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that was
the first time.
Yeah, stumbled over the line.
There's definitely something in there, no? I mean, this is the fun of this experiment. This is the fun bit where you get a bit. You think, there's something in there I want to do again. I can see that working a bit. I can see that working inside my set. I think that's fun. That's the good bit of this sort of experiment. If we call it an experiment.
I enjoyed what part. I'm guessing there's a lot that we talked that you didn't put because time is going and you're trying new stuff. But I did enjoy that thing. Like, you hate them, cab drivers. So I would like to see you like messing with them. Like putting your hand up and then they stop and then and you just run away.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Oh, and I also had a thing. And I never said it. It's there's a whole bunch of stuff. I hate them, because I think on that similar to that idea. I was on about how you can rate them, but they can rate you, and you don't have that in any other customer service.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Like, I should be able to rate them, and I should be anonymous, and I should give them all one fucking star, and they can go fuck themselves. But they can rate me, which means I gotta be on my best behavior as a customer. Like, that's not how this works. This is the only system. Yeah. So on the I hate them. Yeah.
You can get on that.
I'll have that
crazy
them down and
crazy petty ways of pay them with coins or cents, whatever. What are you gonna do? Yeah.
They're like, we only accept cash. No problem at all.
I got a lot of cash. Like, are you going to the airport? No, these suitcases are full with coins. I'm going right here.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think as well, the comparisons with the supermarkets. I mean, as the more you can extend that comparison into things like that, Can you imagine getting to the till and they'll be like, "No, we don't. We're not serving you. We've read We've read your supermarket reviews, and you're terrible. You're a terrible customer. You never have the money ready."
But in terms of the work we're trying to do here, I get the feeling, and it happened to me before when we tried the moose thing. We have all these ideas, so you go up there and you try them, and sometimes you go, okay, this idea didn't work, next one. So you go too fast, and this is where I think that 30% or the supermarket need a little bit more. You just don't throw the idea out there. You need to embellish it a little.
Yeah.
I get the feeling, like, okay, I'm gonna go out with all of this, and I have the video.
I wonder if over the course of this, on some level, because we're gonna have new material every week. On some level, because literally I was thinking about it, I will happily clip, and I think I will, one of those taxi jokes, put up my social media, and next week I'll clip another one, and I'm like, you know what, I'd love to turn this into a 90-second solid bit, but you know what, fuck it. If 3 jokes land, I'm like, fuck, that's a success as well. And it's kind of nice to know that 3 jokes land, and there's also about fucking 12 more that I haven't even been able to get up and running that I think are as equally good. It's kind of a nice thing. It's almost like, shit, there's an abundance of, like, I could turn this into a 5-minute set if I could just focus on this,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The amount of
You're muted, Marissa.
Yeah, I get some. The amount of material we can get out of this, like, after a few months, it's a lot, you know. We're constantly pushing ourselves to do some current affairs also, which is interesting because is what people are going. So yeah, I think this is very productive for us and for the listeners and viewers at home.
Okay, and he's muted himself again, like a mic. Is that your mic drop, Mauricio? Is it to mute yourself?
I have nothing else to say to that.
It's the phone is still recording the audio.
Ah, shit.
like it's not going to affect anything for the listener.
Oh man, I should have.
Like it's the
Now
phone's
we're gonna
audio.
find out- I want to see the phone.
Yeah, we're going to hear whatever that is.
Oh my god. Okay, bye guys. It was nice to meet you. I didn't actually think that about you, but okay.
It's just Manuela's at the back screaming, "It's coming!" The water's
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Wait!"
Give me 5 minutes.
Once
Everything is about you. Everything is about
Everything is
Manuela.
about you, yeah.
I'm pregnant. She used to be fun, you know. Now she doesn't even want to go out for a drink. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Okay.
Podcasting here. Okay, so
Nice. Sorry, yeah, if that's it. But thank you so much. Yeah, no, cheers. A lot of that. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get up on. I mean, we're gonna work on new material, but I wanna do this one once or two. I feel like I might even put those jokes up and keep working on it and be like, yeah, keep squeezing it out. Yeah.
You should take. You know, it's the moment. The protest is still going, so you should do it right now, right? Like the social
Yeah,
media.
it's even though I think they stopped that specific protest, it's still in the news for another. It's weird how I feel like for another 2 weeks it's still fine. But what's weird is if the idea is really fun, it's weird how I'm like, oh, I think you could just explain what it is and then just bring people into it. Like, if it was 2 months' time, I'm like, there was a protest.
Yeah,
Here's
like-
what it was about. Here's my ideas on it.
yeah,
I think people are like,
taxi
yeah,
drivers are always going to be protesting, and
yeah.
2 years from now, you can say, remember that protest the other day? The other day, you know, like who's the other day?
Yeah,
put everything
the other
on the-
day. Hey, you
the
remember that
umbrella.
war the other day?
Yeah. The
Like
second
World
one,
War
the
II.
second one, you know. Like,
Second one. Remember that second war? That's a fun idea.
I mean,
Do you
time
remember
is
that
relative,
second
man.
war?
Yeah. I didn't saw the first one. I didn't understood anything, you know. Like, I know it was the
sequel.
same character, the German guy, you know, but
Yeah. Also, it just sounds like there was only 2 wars, and you know what I mean. That's it. That second war. Yeah.
that's gotta be so annoying for so many like dead soldiers. Like, hey, what about us? You know, like, yeah.
Do you see that second war?
okay.
I know.
So
Okay, Chris. So this is the sad part of the show. We're gonna see
we'll
your.
put we'll put the next video. But so we're ready for the second video of the day.
Oh, so ready.
I'll give my context rather now. This is another beautiful comedy club, Secret Comedy Club Barcelona, run by me and another guy. So it's a great club. But this was, just to put the video in context, I was hosting the show, so I wanted to get this material out. I wasn't doing any sets that last week, so I thought, okay, I'll just do it as part of the hosting. So I introduced it during one of the breaks of hosting. It was a small audience made of mainly comedians. So if you don't hear much laughter, it's lack of people as opposed to lack of hilarity. But yeah, so it wasn't a big audience. It was fun, but it was also it's a comedy jam. So this is a show I run, which is kind of for people to try different stuff. So it's like trying to be a bit alternative and people to go outside their comfort zones and stuff. So it's not necessarily a place for straight sets. People aren't usually sort of doing straight stand-up sets normally. That's the context. I think that's all the excuses I need.
I was feeling bad. I had a little bit of a headache.
There wasn't a coach load of people from Liverpool. I wish there'd been a coach load of people from Liverpool.
Chris, you could have stopped when you said like I was hosting. Don't worry, we won't expect any laughter. It's okay. I'm kidding, of course.
Okay, so I'll share my video. So this is context of the videos. Yeah, so we talked about. Okay, this was the video about the Indian guy, 74-year-old Indian guy who faked his funeral. Okay, which we talked about in the previous episode. I think I introduced it very well.
A little bit of material because I want to do this. I may do this in a real show somewhere. So this is how I was reading. A 74-year-old Indian man. A 74-year-old Indian man faked his own funeral. He held a funeral to fake it because he said he wanted to see how popular he was. He wanted to find out how popular he was. So he faked his own funeral. This is true. This is news. This is like true. This is news.
This is new.
Oh fuck! Okay, just racist. Racist. Okay. So the thing is, obviously, this guy had never seen any comedy show made in the 70s and 80s because he was like, this could be a good idea. Nothing can go wrong here. So he's never seen all the shit comedy I grew up with because every fucking comedy show faked to death at some point and it goes wrong. That's the first thing you fucking learn is don't fake your death. Anyway, he faked his death and it turns out he was quite popular. Turns out, I don't know the exact number, hundreds. I don't know the exact number of people who went to his fake funeral. I can tell you the exact number of people who will go to his real funeral. Fucking none, I would imagine. Fucking ridiculous thing how to lose friends, isn't it? Basically, to fake a fucking funeral. If only there was like a different way we could gauge how popular we were. You know, maybe a reason to have a party every year. If we could think of just one thing that we could have a party for every year, maybe the same day each year. Have a fucking you've got fucking birthdays, is what I'm saying. Find out how popular you are by inviting people to birthdays. You don't need to fake a fucking funeral just to find out if you're popular or not, is what I'm saying. I'm getting a bit cross because I'm pretending. So anyway, so basically, I can't read this. Okay, he'd never credited, you know. You know the story of the boy who cried wolf. You've read that story, no? So you fucking know. If you don't, you can't pull a fucking joke. No one's gonna do it on you. That's hilarious. That thing. So anyway, how many people died? This is cool because I imagine he just sat up. They're carrying him to the crematorium. And he just sits up and he's like, "I'm alive," and they're like, "Great, your Auntie Maureen's dead," because just fucking surprised her. She just died of a heart attack. So it's kind of like a one in, one out kind of deal, I guess. He's 74 as well, so it's a bit of a risk because you never know when you're going to die, do you? Like he could have died 4 days later, and they'll be like, "Well, I'm not fucking going to feel that again." Just done the funeral. Just skip that bit. Okay, this is funny. This is good. This is wonderful. Okay, I'm going to pick the book up now in a minute. I can't fucking read it. If only there was some. Okay, yes. Okay. Isn't it sad? He was just after attention. He was just trying to grab attention. I hate people like that. I hate people who just want attention for themselves. I hate people that it's me. You know, people that just want the spotlight for themselves the whole time. It's fucking annoying, people like that, just after the spotlight. Oh, fucking bastards. So he upset some people with this, and then he kind of tried to get out of it. He said, it's just reincarnation. I'm back as myself. He thought that'd be funny. I'm back as myself. And I was thinking that must be the saddest reincarnation ever, to come back as yourself. No, because if you from what I understand of reincarnation, if you do good deeds and things, you come back as some sort of higher thing, and if you're bad and negative thing, you come back as something lower. So if you come back as yourself, that means you've done nothing. You've had zero effect on everybody around. That must be so. Can you imagine if you believed in that? If you woke up and like, "Fuck, I'm me still. Did I do nothing? I've done nothing in this world." Anyway, I think that idea is quite funny. So That one. We'll scrap the rest of it. Poor guy. Died in vain. So, anyway. So.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Yes.
The only thing that I feel like I lacked is there was something about the way it started where like I know what the idea is about, but I feel like it took me a second to settle into what is it we're talking about. But as in like yeah. That was my only. I think that was my I was like well yeah, maybe it felt rushed or it felt like yeah. I don't know. There's something about it where I was like, oh, but maybe that was just me. But I felt like, and then the second thing, I love the birthday. I wish you kept going with that. I wish you kept going with the painting the signs of what a birthday. You're like, if only there was some way. I wish you actually didn't, because you said I'm talking about a fucking birthday. I was like, I wanted, because I think the audience was getting to know the game, and on some level, I'm like, I wanted you to keep playing that game without saying the word birthday. If you could somehow, you know, like some milestone, milestone in our life. You know.
How more can you push that? You know, like people once a year, like you bring them to your house, they cannot forget it. You tie a hat to their head, you know, like
yeah.
How more can you like
have a cake with candles in it, you know, and a new
Sing
candle for every year. Sing a song. Yeah. You know, give a gift. Why not? You know, like.
So, but also I gotta say like Colman. But for me, Colman is like it's similar to the thing with the taxis. You know what you felt with Chris. I'm feeling that too. I think it's because of the process we're doing. You know, like
it's so new.
20 ideas. We go there and in 2 minutes we give the 20 ideas. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to figure that out. But at the same time, some of the stuff we talked there was there before. For example, his stand-ups, and now your auntie is dead. That's a fun idea, you know. You just stand up, someone dies, but you mentioned that you were going into the crematorium. So is this another corpse coming from somewhere else? So yeah, basically the ideas are there, the jokes we know they're funny, but it's a delivery, you know. Because maybe it's because we've been talking this amongst us that we think is like already chewed up. But then I love this thing that you came up. It's kind of philosophical, you know.
Reincarnation. That's such a fun idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I was thinking like, it's sad. I was thinking like, what kind of person are you? If you're a narcissist, it's amazing. You did the amazing, you know. Oh yes, it's me again. If you have low self-esteem, it's like fuck. So I guess now we know who you are, Chris. Like you know, it's like, but you can play with that.
No, I love that idea that you've had no. You know that you've had no impact at all.
Come back as yourself.
Your life has done nothing.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're just back. It's just like okay.
But I think you should have, or you should have. I think when you said, because in the bit you say, or when you're on stage, you're like, he said he was reincarnated. I'm paraphrasing, but you deliver it like that was his explanation. But I think what would be a better entry point would be like when he was like, he should have said it's reincarnation. Like as in, so you're suggesting a way for him to get out of it, and he's like, of course. And then it gives you a way to debate all those same ideas, but. And no, it was just a small thing on the way to that idea. But the idea of him, because then you can explore all that. But now it's you exploring it rather than he actually said this.
No, because also like I think with the reincarnation thing, like when we discussed that, it was because he's from India. You know, they believe in reincarnation. So you didn't mention that. I don't know if you were avoiding being racist, which I don't think so because it's you. But I think that's a little nugget of information that it's like, this guy was from India, like. I guess they believe in reincarnation out there, you know. So otherwise, reincarnations come out of nowhere, you know. Yeah,
and on some level, that would be like, but the note, what is the note I would take for all? Because there was times where I was like, when you said he sat up, that just came out of nowhere. Like, so they're like, this guy, he did a fake funeral, and he sat up, I know maybe there was a bit more context, but as an audience, I was like, you know, just like. I almost wish, remember when you did the loose moose, but maybe of course we were more familiar with that material. On some level, these notes are kind of like, would all be solved realistically, if we were performing these bits every day for like 6, even 7 days, you'd solve all these problems on some level. But like with Loose Moose, the way you introduced Loose Moose, I remember how I introduced it. I was just trying to give the context. I was so eager to get to quote unquote the funny. And I remember how you did it. You're like, let me tell you. Do you know there was this moose loose in, like, you took your time with explaining what it was. I remember when I was watching that Loose Moose bit back. For context for an audience, this is a bit that you have not seen. But I remember it was so fun to hear, like, wait, what is this? Wait, what's going on? And you took your time with it. With this, it felt like kind of the opposite of, like, I'm like, wait, he set up? Wait, where are we? Wait, what? Kind of just always a little behind with information.
I guess. I mean, that's why I think it is relevant to mention I was hosting, so it wasn't part of a set. I wasn't relaxed in that sense. I was, okay, I've got, like, 3 or 4 minutes to introduce a bit before I get the next comedian on. So I didn't have not that relaxed state of having them where I wanted them and all this sort of stuff, you know. Also, I can't remember who I followed, but, you know, I'm also dealing with the energy of the other comedian, things like that. So hosting is
I love how
to introduce hosting.
Joy, my friend Joy, who stand-ups at the beginning of your set, just leaves like a racist story. A big shout out to my friend Joy. If we told him he's in this episode, maybe he'll sign up to Patreon.
That's a fun little clip if you wanted to, Chris.
Yeah, for social media, right?
Yeah. You open up. There was this fake funeral in India, and a guy you show the guy getting up and leave, and then racist. That's the whole clip, by the way. That's the whole clip. Yeah. Also, I love. Oh yeah, go on.
Like I said, I was interested how annoyed by it I was. I hadn't planned that necessarily. But when I started performing it felt right to be getting, really getting annoyed with him and this thing, or an idiot sort of thing. I enjoyed that. I hadn't really expected to be have so much attitude about it. That was fun.
Do you know what's weird is, like, I feel like my stuff was for my bit was a whole bunch of ideas scattered around. Well, I actually think your stuff, even though you missed a little bit of context, I actually think the structure of where you started and where you went makes total sense. I'd keep the structure of it exactly the same. Like, you started here, you're getting frustrated, then you're talking about reincarnation. Like, do you know what I mean? The lineup of where you started in it and where you ended. I'm like, I would keep the same path.
That's true.
Like,
I think
also.
Probably,
sorry. Go on.
No, go ahead.
What, just the risk. Because I know we talked about risk. What if he died 4 days later? Actually, when you're saying it, what if he dies during the funeral? Like what happens? Like, you know what I mean? He's dead. Yeah, we know. No, but he's actually dead. Like, you know, I just Sorry, Rita, go on.
Oh yeah, well, like he was in a casket, right? I mean, that would be kind of. Hey, what if they like close up the thing and you get sleepy for a second and then you're underground, you know, like, I don't know, it's like, it's risky. It is risky.
Yeah.
And the Friends, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I really congratulate you, Chris, for not doing the accent. You've been doing the accent every episode, and I think you finally understand that you did well.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, I forgot to say I'm not going to do the accent.
Oh, you were gonna say that because I think
it's funny to be like, don't worry, I won't do the accent. It's been funny as well.
Or the head movements.
The head movements.
The head movement. I love that. Like, that's a fun little game of, like, I'm not gonna do the accent or the head movement. So you're like, I'm better than racist. Yet everything I'm calling out is very the stereotype. Yeah, I'm not going to do the accent or the head movement or the attitude that they all have. Like, you know what I mean? You can be like, just lay out.
I don't even like curry, so I don't.
Yeah. Oh, you can have a whole fun thing with That's such a fun. I'm not gonna do the accent.
That's true. That's true.
I don't even like curry.
I'm actually a very nice person, you know. Like,
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's a fun game.
I'm not racist, but you know.
Yeah. I'm not racist, so I won't do it. Yeah.
I think what's fun as well with the whole thing is that even though it was a small audience, just watching it back yourself, you can start to think, okay, the things I expected to work will work, even though I haven't sort of got the audience response. You can still hear. I mean, the
Yeah.
the reincarnation
Your
thing
radar
will work.
is appropriate. Your radar is good. Like,
Yeah,
for
the
what?
reincarnation thing will work, and I think, and I'm happy with the reincarnation thing because it'll fit into the dead parent. I mean, that can be another
Yeah.
slot into the dead parent
Yeah.
show about.
I mean that material could slot into your show immediately. Actually, it's oh man, yeah, that would totally work into your hour. Here, can I ask you a question in terms of secrets? So like, because December is usually like winter time in Ireland is usually pretty decent for comedy. Like once it hits summertime, it's at least a lot less decent. Now I don't know what it's actually like this particular Christmas. What's it like over in Barcelona then?
Yeah, usually this time of year is the best time of year. Yeah, usually it's the best time of year. December gets a bit weird because there's a 3-day holiday at the beginning of December. So that sort of this when I filmed this was just after that 3-day holiday. So that kind of takes people away a bit. This year's been tough I would say in Barcelona anyway. It's been a bit tough in terms of audiences. It's not been an easy year.
Even in
comedy in general, but generally as well, restaurants, all things. A lot of places are suffering.
The cost of living crisis is
in.
just beginning to rise and rise and rise.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not been.
Maybe
we have packed nights and stuff, but yeah, I mean, this was a weekday at 10 o'clock, so it wasn't necessarily going to be a full show.
Do you think, Chris, there's maybe like an explosion of new clubs or new shows in different venues that is like cannibalizing the comedy scene here?
I don't know. There's a lot of new shows. There's a lot of new shows and a lot of venues now, but I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think there should be room. There should be enough people for the shows.
All right.
I think it's just this year particularly is a bit slower.
God, it's interesting. I wonder if this is a trend or because I know like I've heard the same in Irish comedy clubs. Like the nights that myself and John used to run. I mean, I've kind of essentially bowed out of them just because Chris. Actually, that's because of your advice. Or well, you didn't give advice, but something you said.
What was it?
Just in case you feel guilty. No. I think I was chatting to him at Fringe, and Chris said something like, because I started those shows with John, because I was like, okay, I can do new material, I can work on stuff. Here's a weekly gig, and because there's so many comedians in Dublin, it's difficult to get stage time, or at least it is for me. And Chris was like, I'm paraphrasing, but what he said was, it's difficult to do anything when you're spending your time running a night. Like running a night, that will take up your time. So let's say because I think I was on about I want to build an hour, and he's like, on some level, I was like, well, your time is going to be spent organizing, setting up, being the MC, make sure the audience having a good time, afterwards sending on, blah 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 blah. Like that's a whole fucking thing. And after you said that, I think I was like, oh fuck that. I need to get out of that.
Also, sometimes you stop writing and you get hooked on the crowd work, and you just go on with that. I think it's good as an experience, but it does take a lot of time.
Yeah. So I bowed out. But I've heard that Dublin. I've heard here. This is all circumstance. I mean, maybe someone's crushing it but I heard like same a little bit just this year. It's still busy enough. Like they're doing okay, but not as busy as it was in previous years. So it's just interesting to be like, is this a pattern? Like, I mean, but
well, we will get them back. Yeah.
We'll get them.
This podcast will be bringing people in now. This podcast.
Yeah. Secret Comedy Club. Shit, yeah. Secret Comedy Club downstairs. Fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
What's happening? Smoke?
Sorry.
I can see you. You're good.
Yes. Okay.
What happened
the
on
video
your
went
phone?
off again. The video. No, it was a video. Started playing the video again. There you go. Close.
Stop watching porn. Stop watching porn, Chris.
I'm watching myself. If that's
Oh, nice. Secret Comedy Club, which is what Chris runs, is actually genuinely it's one of my favorite rooms for comedy, and it is like genuinely. I'm not even. I remember when I got to Barcelona, I saw that room, and I remember because I saw like even the lights with the stage. I was like, oh. This is a beautiful room for comedy. So, but I don't know the address of it. So, where is Secret Comedy Club?
Secret Comedy Club.
I know how to get there.
It's hidden beneath a Chilean restaurant. It's in Calle de Commerce 28.
Kai de Commerce 28. It is a
Very
beautiful
secret.
room.
Yeah.
Very secret. But if you want to come, So if you're in Barcelona, Secret Comedy Club, it has nights, it has comedy nights going on. It's 5 to 7 days a week.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in English usually. If you speak Spanish, it's on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So it's a good club. It's a nice.
It's a
nice
great
place.
club. You're fucking smashing it. It's a brilliant club.
My favorite club in
fun.
Barcelona.
It's my second favorite club. No.
Okay.
No, but it's a
Excellent.
brilliant club. It's a brilliant club. I know. Yeah, just because we didn't mention it. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, Chris. Over to you.
So I mean, I've been enjoying it. And there's these tour-free bits out there. I think will definitely work on something. On some level.
I think
get stuff I'll do and go back to and stuff.
the reincarnation bit, I think it works for you for sure.
Yeah.
There's some funny stuff in there. To be honest, personally, I didn't love that topic you choose from the day one. I mean, it's funny, but I didn't thought it was like. I mean, maybe Chris can squeeze something out of this, and you have your reincarnation. But yeah, I mean, I think you did what you could, Chris.
Actually, do you know what? Actually, I'll agree with you, Maurizio, because I remember when I saw that news article, I actually felt the same. I remember thinking, like, when I was watching it back, I found it difficult to come up. I found it difficult to pull ideas out of it more than the other ideas we came up with, only because it was kind of, it in itself was so unusual. Like, it wasn't us trying to find the unusual thing in regular. It was like, well, this is already absurd. I'm like,
Yeah.
so it was. I found it difficult to twist ideas or like pull strands of ideas out of it. So actually, I totally agree with you. Actually, as you said, fuck. I had the same thought.
It's kind of already solved. This happened. Boom, big prank. That's it. The thing I picked for later, is like, where do we go with all this? Yours was already like, boom, it's a story already finished. But yeah, I guess sometimes we're not gonna like it. Sometimes you can surprise us. If maybe I won't like your news or you won't like mine. This is the whole point, right?
What I liked about it is more the sort of like the expanding from that, the idea of being popular and using a funeral as a popularity test, and the fact of birthdays and things like that. And then the sort of like the reincarnation thing. I think what I've got out of it is probably not got a lot to do with that exact story. It's more the sort of the concepts behind it, which I quite liked.
Yeah, but I also think it's a fun sort of exercise when certainly for me, if I encounter something where I'm like, oh Jesus, I have to think harder on it. I actually kind of like that. I'm like, okay. Because I feel like on some level the art. I was chatting to a comedian. He was saying, if he burned his best 10 minutes now, he was like, how long would it take me to build another best 10 minutes? And I think he goes, I think that's what being a comedian is. So on some level, when it's difficult, I'm like, okay, so this is the challenge. We need to squeeze a bit of funny out of this thing. That's the, but I did find it tough initially. I was like, fuck, yeah, where do we go here?
Yeah, but it's also a fun exercise because I sent you guys my 2 news for today, and you were supposed to pick one. And I really wanted to do the war, Trump and Venezuela. But then Chris, very rightly so, said like, hey, we already have this Trump thing and there's too much, so better go with the fire. And I said, fuck. I put that just like a filler. but then I actually started like, okay, what can we do with this? I mean, I knew I could have 1 or 2 fun ideas, but then, okay, I'm going to start looking at it. It's just pretty, I'm happy with the stuff I found.
Yeah. We'll get into that. Let's get into that in the next episode.
Well, surely we should move on to watching Maurizio's bit now.
Yeah, Maurizio's set.
Did I mention I was going to have a baby? No. No, guys, I'm so sorry. I know you're in this podcast to see my videos. I'm sorry I had to put you through those first videos, but I couldn't achieve the quota this week. And I'm being punished and fine, I know. But I'll be with you next week. with this new material you're about to see in the next episode. Very fun.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can't all film every week. Some people have stuff going on in their lives.
Maurizio, to be fair, his partner's
I will I will do it. I will have to, even if I have to do it like here in the Mercadona. I don't know. I will get a mic and I will film myself doing every material. I promise.
So yeah, no, I mean, and the thing is, your story about, I mean, and the Kappa Bar thing, you've got to do at some point because
Yeah.
that's the
You know, I saw there
there's a
are
lot of
also
fun there.
well, they are doing it in Brazil. Like, well, I think we set a trend. Yeah. Also, Coleman, I love. I don't know if we can pick that up, but that's not so long ago. You said like the moose story. Oh well, some context for the listeners. This is a story you don't know. We talk later. We talk before, and you just kept going. So like, I love.
Yeah. I was
Oh.
like, you don't have any context for this, but I'm going to keep talking about it. Yeah.
Some context for you. You don't know this story, so
Yeah,
you know,
that was the,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
context.
yeah.
We're talking about something you don't know. You know, boom.
They're like, we already know that we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that
What
was
terrible context. Here's some context for you.
It's a context here.
Good.
All right.
Okay. Well, I think that's it now. So yeah, let's close. Let's wrap up. That's been this. So this has been episode. I don't remember what number, but this has been the feedback session, the review session of the material we talked about last time.
This is the feedback session of the review session of the current affairs session.
Okay, I need to work on my intros now. I'll admit that. I tend to waffle. I tend to
I
waffle.
think it's all good. There is,
Yes, I think it's good.
if you want to catch our own material, us working on our own material in our own hour, those are on Patreon.
Where is that? Where is it, Coleman? Where is it?
It's on Patreon, patreon.com/building an hour, which should be linked, hopefully wherever you're watching this, there should be some link below or somewhere around this to Patreon. But if not, go to patreon.com/building an hour, because then we can just talk about our own material. It's like,
Coleman,
it's so fun.
what can we see if we join the Patreon? Well,
If you
just
join
said
the
it, actually.
Patreon, thank you, Marito. That's a great question. If you join the Patreon, you can see myself, Chris, and Rich are all building our own hour with our own material. So it's essentially kind of similar to the structure of these public episodes, except it's the material that we are putting in to our main show. So every week, like one of us is bringing up some material. We're all talking about the person delivering. So it's constantly honing it. Well, these public episodes, we're probably getting a chance to try once or twice over a while. The ones in the Patreon is like, no, this is what we're doing constantly. It's constantly being worked on. So we'd love for you to come join us over there. You also get an opportunity to kind of make suggestions for the public shows and stuff like that. And there's a lot more that I can't remember in this moment of time, but it is totally worth it.
I think it's gonna be like a nice little community of comedians helping each other. Maybe, I don't know. Very interesting, Colman and Chris. Chris, do you wanna wrap it up?
No, you're doing very good. I heard your presenter voice coming in there. Very good.
Yeah.
So no, that's it. Yeah, check us out on Patreon. Check us out on YouTube, on Spotify, on just if you just write to me, I'll send you this video personally if you want. I don't know. Anyway, good night. See you next time in the next episode, which we're going to film now, but you'll listen to it whenever you want. It's up to you when you want to listen to it. Okay.
The magic of
Bye-bye.
internet. Bye.
Bye.